Welcome to this gameplay and review video on World War Z VR. And of course, there's a PC version of this, but we're going to be talking about the VR version of this. And the first thing we're going to talk about is this is sort of your base here. So if we look around, this is your base of operations. You're on kind of an aircraft carrier, similar to the movie, and you have to go to different parts of this world. And there are missions that you have to complete. You have the prologue. You have to sort of complete that before you go to New York. And I recommend you do walk through that. It's kind of the tutorial, but this is going to be also sort of a tutorial. And then New York, which you can see I've completed here. There's 3 modes. There's easy, medium, and hard. And you can go replay these as many times as you want. The good news is you will always get some experience, some level of experience, which will level your overall character. And as you do that, if we go to career here, you will start to unlock perks. Now, I don't have this is actually the second playthrough I've done, but you can see here you get a number of perks. Now, in these perk lines, you get to only choose one. So, for instance, if I didn't want firepower, I wanted engineering, I could go for that. I haven't actually unlocked other perks in these other lines, so I can really only choose between this firepower line. But I do want to go for close and personal, so I selected that. Now, as I unlock some of these, you'll have choices to make as you unlock more and more of these. So there's that. Now, also, you will unlock. You'll have equipment unlocks too. So, for instance, right now I can carry, if you take a look here, I haven't unlocked the shotgun or the assault rifle yet, but I have unlocked the scout rifle and I've unlocked dual wield, which I'll show you in a minute when we actually do some gameplay here. So just keep an eye on these. As if I want to unlock shotgun, I've got to go complete hard mode, which I haven't done on this yet. But you can sort of see what you have to do in order to unlock some of these perks. For instance, if I wanted to get this ammo one, it says I need to get to level 6, which I haven't done yet. So I'm currently at, I think, level 4. I think it says it around here somewhere. But yeah, so that's that. But I have reached I believe it's level 4 to get this one. This one might be level 5. Yeah. So in order to get this one, I need to unlock level 5. Let's see what I need for this. Complete mission 3 success on any difficulty. So once I do Marseille, I believe it is, I'll actually unlock this. So that's how the perks work. You can also go to the gun range and sort of see all of the weapons that you've unlocked. You can take a look at them. The real way to think of this is how many bars I have. Obviously, 3 stars are the best. You will actually get a chance to find these on the mission, so don't worry. You're not stuck with the scout rifle. You can sort of, you'll find some of these better weapons. Even though this is my starting weapon, you will find some of these other weapons and you'll want to replace that. And we'll get to that too. So again, you start out with these 3 episodes, New York, Tokyo, and Marseille. In order to get to Tokyo, you have to at least complete 1 mission of any difficulty, and then you can move on to Tokyo. So that's how that works. There is a codec system for each characters, and some of these obviously I haven't unlocked, but you can sort of pick these. So that's another thing. So let's go back to Tokyo. And now one thing is you can pick the character you want to play. In this case, I have Arnetta, but if you wanted Daniel, you could select him and you'd be him. So that's sort of how that works. But mainly, we're going to just go ahead and play Arnetta. Whoops. Okay. So in order to select the mission, we're just going to select white noise. Now, we can't obviously move to heritage. That was one of the perks, by the way. I had to complete heritage. I believe I just saw that. So different missions will unlock different perks as well if you complete it. So we're going to do white noise. We're just going to do a little bit of a walk through this. I don't want to show you the whole mission, but we're just going to show you how some of the gameplay works. And we're just going to set this to easy because I really want to show this to you. I probably could complete this on medium, but yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and hit easy, and we're going to go ahead and hit start. Oh, settings. I'm glad I talked about that for a minute. You can calibrate the sound. You can switch the gameplay if you don't. If you find yourself getting dizzy or something, you can sort of play around with these a little bit. So, but these are sort of the settings I chose. You can also, there is actually a way you can actually sit if you want to. I'm not going to change that. You can also change the calibration if you want. And you can change, this will just show you the menu. So that's that. So I think we've sort of looked through these. The main one, again, is career. This is the main one you're going to be taking a look at for your perks and stuff. So let's go back to the world map. We're going to go ahead to Tokyo. And we're going to go white noise. We're going to go easy. And we're going to go ahead and start.
Central Tokyo was a radio dead zone since the panic started. But the base needed us to go in, contact someone, and bring him back for their research. That meant fixing a radio tower. I thought, that's a straightforward in-and-out job.
And you can see here it gives you some tips. So, some tips while you're waiting for the map to load. And here we go. The graphics in this are pretty good. I wouldn't say they are great, but they're pretty good. The zombies, okay. I would say Arizona Sunshine's a little bit better, but they're pretty good. I'm not going to complain. I've seen better. I've seen worse. So I guess that's the best way to say it. Now, when you come in here, you can see, remember I had the dual wield? This is sort of my belt. You can see here I've got my weapons with ammunition. On this side, each side I carry a pistol. So, and again, that was a perk that I unlocked. When you start out, you only have this one weapon slot on the right. But as you move deeper into the game, you'll be able to unlock this one too. So you'll be able to hold 3 weapons. Now on your shoulder, there's a shoulder weapon. Remember we talked about the scout rifle? There it is. Okay. Now you can hold every weapon actually with 2 hands. It gives you a better aim, but you sacrifice a little bit of mobility, obviously. I do a lot of blind firing, but you can't actually hold it that way. Now, let's go ahead and just fire this. There you can see we're firing away here. You will hit the A button to eject the magazine. You just come down here on your belt, grab some ammunition, shove it up there. Maybe make sure by the way, you shove that in there correctly. A lot of times, they're coming here. You can see we've got our first customers, and they're starting to come. So, talk about reloading in a minute. Now, one thing I want to point out is you can do automatic reloads, or you can make it a little bit more difficult where you actually have to do the reloading yourself. And that's sort of what I did here. So again, you're going to grab down here from your belt, take your ammunition, make sure you shove it up in here. Sometimes if you're going like this, it won't go up there, and then you just have to reload it, and there it is. So it's that simple. You want to try to use, this is just common sense, but you do want to try to use all your rounds if you can. And try to get headshots. Now you can see here I'm sort of blind firing, or sort of going over here. And the other thing, the really, I guess, slight criticism I have of this game, and I realize this was ported from a desktop version, but it's really easy to sort of find the, and this is what it looks like. So you'll see one of these crates here. The insignia will tell you what it has in it. In this case, it has a grenade. We shoot that, and we're going to get some grenades. The grenades go right here, and you can store up to 3 of them. Also, there is 2 storage slots on your wrist. One, you will contain some healing potion. You automatically start out with 100. By the way, if you drop anything, it doesn't drop. I do kind of like that part of the game. It'll just go right back into its slot, so you really can't lose anything. Here, it just goes right back in here. So that's pretty cool about this game. That's one thing I do hate about other ones. You drop something inadvertently and it's gone. But here, you just drop it, goes right back in. Watch, drop, goes right back in. The only way you will lose this is if you replace it with another weapon, and I will show you that. So again, we've got our 2 pistols over here. Try to keep them both loaded. That's an obvious tip, but try to keep your weapons loaded for the next fight. Maybe I want to eject this round, put a new round in here so I have a full clip. I haven't really had a problem with ammo. There seems to be enough ammo even on hard mode. So again, it seems ammo is really not a problem. So, okay, so let's continue forward here a little bit. And again, you're just checking these cases to see if there's anything here. If there's no insignia on it, there's nothing there. It's pretty simple. I found that part of the game a little too easy. I wish they would have made it a little harder to find things, kind of like Arizona Sunshine, but I do realize that they are in fact, converting this from a desktop version. And that's just a minor criticism. Overall, I really like the game. There's a lot of action, and I like the replayability. Okay, so here we've come to, obviously you can see a weapons case, and here we're going to get a better weapon. We got the machine pistol. That's a better pistol. We'll take it. We'll keep our old one there. So that's not bad. That's not great, by the way, but we'll take it. Certainly an upgrade. We have a few more rounds, as you can see. 18 as opposed to 10. A few more in the clip. Okay. So we're going to go over here. You kind of know where to go. That's the other thing. It's not really too confusing. It's kind of easy to find your way. They have markers to kind of tell you where you got to go. I mean, it's really kind of easy to sort of find your way. You don't really get lost. I don't know if I call that a complaint because I don't like getting lost, but, some people might find that not too challenging. Okay, so they're kind of coming this way. You should try to back up to an area where they won't come if you can. And let your guys take a hit. They don't usually die. I haven't had them die, but I would at least try to save them if you can. Okay, so one thing I haven't talked about is health a lot. So here I've got 150 health. I'm down to 146. So let's just go ahead and show you how to heal. You're going to take this healing thing, and what you want to do is spray it this way to make sure that you get some coverage. And there you can see I'm up to 150. That was pretty quick. If I put that down, it went down to about 96%. We can break these glasses, I think. Yeah, usually with a gun. If we put this back in, it goes up to 100%. So now here we've got a different type of zombie. These you got to watch out for. They sort of spit this fluid at you, and you will have these specialized zombies. Want to make sure you get those ones pretty quickly. There's another one that emits a green gas. You don't want to let him hit you either. And the third type that's annoying is a screamer. And if you can kill them right away, the better, because they will call more zombies. So we're just kind of looking around. Is there anything here? No. Okay, so the next thing, and yeah, keep an eye. They may try to flank you. There's a lot of that in this game. You may think you're safe, and I do kind of like that. It keeps you off balance. There is a lot. They are constantly trying to outflank you, so just be aware of it. So here, this is pretty simple. We just grab these. We're coming down here. Just gonna kill these guys. We're just using our pistol right now. It's pretty simple stuff. This is an auto, I guess. This would need a key. Now this has been spent, but normally, let's kill these guys so I can talk about this a little bit for you. There you go. Okay, so what happens with these is you need a key to activate these. These are my favorite special weapon. This one's spent, but if you find a key, and we'll probably find one here on this run, you would put it in here. It would unlock an ammo thing. You'd put it on, and then it would start shooting the zombies. Now, you want to save your keys for big fights, and you'll sort of have an idea when they're coming. You wouldn't want to use this on a smaller fight, but you'll know when you're running into a bigger fight because it'll just be a ton, and I mean it, a ton of zombies. So we're going to just keep coming down here. It looks like we have to go over that way. Again, they always have something marked for you, so you really can't get lost. And here we go. We've got some cases. Good. So let's see what's in here. We get something better? Yes. So we got a better gun. Let's replace that gun. Actually, let's put this gun. Actually, I'm not doing this right. Okay, let's put this here. And yes, so we got rid of the pistol with silencer. We got this. And let's take the combat. Wait, what do we have? Yeah, the combat shotgun is huge. You can see here the shells changed now. We've got 90 shells. In order to, let's fire a few rounds here. You'll grab these, and then you will hit, I think it's the X button to load them. If you're not down to 0, you don't have to reload. That's one of the nice things. Let's shoot this. This will give us some ammo. Let's see if the ammo goes up. And it did. We got some extra ammo. And there we go. Okay, so there's a checkpoint. We have to get to that. And we're probably going to run into, as I recall, a screamer here. Yes, he is up there. And these guys, if you can get to them and kill them, probably better. Let's see if we can kill them. And we did. Good. If you can kill them fast, good. You'll have less zombies you have to fight, but don't get yourself killed trying to kill him, because eventually he will wear out. So, but the faster you can get them, the better. I don't know where they're running to right now. But you can see these guys are pretty fast. If you played Arizona Sunshine, they're a lot faster. which I like. There's a lot more zombies. I mean, that's the really cool part about this game. You really, actually, if you blow up the, no, that was a barrel. I wanted to show you that. They can be used, obviously, to kill zombies, but they can also be used to shut doors. So now no zombies can come out of there. Just wanted to point that out. All right, so we did take a little bit of a hit there. Let's heal up again. Let's go ahead and heal up. There we go. And it's good to try to keep yourself healed up. You can actually heal these guys too. I don't generally do that because they die, which I don't think I've even lost a guy. But I think they can only get down so far and they don't die. But, you just have to sort of keep an eye on yourself. That's what you're most important. Ah, here is a key. That's kind of creepy with that dead soldier. But here we go. Key. Let's shoot this. Let's put this here. And you can store up to 3 keys. And remember, keys will unlock mainly those automatic guns, but they do other things too. But the main reason you want them is guns. Okay, so where do we got to go? We got to look around there. Again, it's really, you'd be really hard-pressed to get lost in this game, I will tell you. So we're going to come up here. Let's get the gun ready. It's at 22. We don't need to redo it. Let's go in here. We got another checkpoint. And there we go. Okay, so this is good. Now, whenever you come to a big depot like this before, and you have a door here, you know this is going to be a pretty big fight. So good to get stocked up, ready to go. I like assault rifle better than shotgun, so we'll take that. Oh, let's take 2. Look at this. We got dual wield now. How about that? Are we good on? Yeah, 98%. That's pretty good. We're perfectly healed up. Another key. Okay, so we can store 2 keys now. 2 keys for the... Yeah. Okay, there we go. And ammo? Ammo looks pretty good. Let's see. If you can't collect the ammo, we'll just go back in the case. In this case, we did actually collect it. There, you can see it went back in the case. Didn't need it. All right, so we open this up. And one thing I wanted to show you here, hopefully they don't aggro on me. But you can see here, let's actually... I hope they don't hear me, because sounds can attract them, obviously. But one thing I wanted to show you is, and actually I remember this mission. There is a there's a screamer behind that glass. So this mission, you have to find a bomb to blow up that glass to kill the screamer. Otherwise, zombies will just keep coming all day. It's actually not that hard. This is one of the easier ones. But what I did want to show you is use those barrels if you can. And I'm going to watch this. I'm going to shoot it. And it's going to destroy and kill a lot of those zombies. Watch this. And we just got rid of quite a few zombies. So try to use those barrels as you can. There's that screamer. Yeah, I remember this mission. It's going to ask us to go find a bomb. Yeah, it's mad. And there it says, find the bomb. And that's the mission. So where's the bomb? Bomb is... right there. Okay, pretty simple. And until we get that planted on there, they will just keep fighting. Okay, that's it. I hope you found this useful. And you can see all the zombies. This is what I love this game. It's just tons of action. I did want to actually, you know what? I'm just going to go back to... I'm just going to put this on pause for a minute. But one thing I did want to talk about is sort of my final review. And I was kind of thinking about this. If you liked Arizona Sunshine, if you played those, I think you'll love this game because it's kind of the same thing. You're collecting ammo, sort of an ammo-intensive or resources, and you're trying to play, and then move on and get resources, that same thing. The zombies are a lot faster. There's a lot more action. I would say, though, I would give Arizona Sunshine, if you haven't played Arizona Sunshine, you probably should play that first before you play this, because I think it's a better game, but this is still a lot of fun. So if you've already completed those and you got nothing to do, this is a good one to go to. If you played, I would put it this, if you played Saints and Sinners and loved that, but didn't like Arizona Sunshine, you probably won't like this. So that's sort of my review. If you liked Arizona Sunshine, either way, I think you're going to like this. So again, thanks for watching, and I hope you found this useful. Thanks.